What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of my Hungarian Let's Play. I just realized this episode that Bar is actually over Liberty Desire, unfortunately, and having just fed him, of course, he was one of those one province miners that we actually enforced religion on. So, yeah, perhaps slightly inappropriate to actually feed him. That did not occur to me, but that's okay, because he's only just over. And I would rather not develop his land, so I think we're just going to spend some prestige. And yeah, he's not that large, hoping to just grab a royal marriage with him, and we will be fine. We're also involved in a war with Luba, this guy, and I've prepped him up to be fully annexed, which is only going to be 75 overextension, which is good. And our truce has come up with Morocco, so it is time to actually eliminate Morocco entirely. I'm wondering how long it would take if we tried to fight that war automatically for someone to come out and deal with him. I may... This faction's basically taken care of. Yeah, I might go send more out there. But we are far ahead in our military, far enough ahead to where we should be spending 50 at a time on harsh treatment in order to boost our absolutism up. Gonna have some Moroccan separatists spawning here shortly. Armenian separatists in one province, which is hardly upset at all. Oh, we have some war exhaustion. Interesting. The cool thing about having the vassal swarm is if we go to war, someone will go around cleaning it up, hopefully, like Austria, someone with a moderate army. Also, we're 94.3% integrated with Russia. According to this, it's going to take 5 years. 5 years to integrate them, which is not that long, but that's with relatively low overextension. When our overextension goes higher, our rep is reduced, but it's not going to take that much longer either way. So really exciting and looking forward to that. Can also be taking another military idea, but we're going to put that on the back burner for now, because I want to be as efficiently, spend my admin points as efficiently as possible. As we continue to gain prestige, I'm going to try to see if we can get Bohemia appeased. We're going to try appease Bohemia just to use his gargantuan amount of forces against France, etc. So guys, unfortunately the first war against France was not that epic because I didn't want to spend a copious amounts of Diplo points without a really strong CB. But fortunately, look at what Catalonia is doing. He's got a lot of claims yet, and that's going to make, yeah, our future war against France very cool. And we should be getting close to imperialism CB, so that's going to be a non-issue either way. But let's get this game started. Let's go. I want to annex Morocco this episode. Getting a little bit worried, guys, quite frankly, with the fact that we have about 140 years. About 140 years to actually win the game. We did sprint our dynasty here, but remember, even if we get an opportunity to PU him, we have to integrate him. The same goes with Scandinavia. I think this is going to be our next opportunity, our last opportunity, rather, to PU Scandinavia. He has a regent right now, so it's probably about 50-50, I would say, that when this guy comes of age, he doesn't have an heir. But if he does have an heir, then both the ruler and the heir are going to be relatively young. And by the time they die, even if we did PU him, we might not be able to integrate him before the end of the game. So in 8 years' time, our next hope of PUing Scandinavia, and probably Russia will be integrated by then, will come along. and that will be perfect in the dream and give us plenty of time to integrate him before the end of the game. However, unfortunately, it's probably more likely that we will have to annex him. But the fact that we have the union over Norway is a nice little bonus, a compromise, I suppose. We can do a huge reconquest war for Norway and spend our Diplo down the line integrating him. I could feed Armenia the old-fashioned way, but by vassalizing him, but we don't have the Diplo slots right now. Hang on a second. I've still got a royal marriage with Portugal. Can free up that slot, no problem. No, the thing about making a vassal, though, just like the knights in Cyprus, he gets the combined strength of all of our subjects. Yeah, so he's just going to have 100 liberty desire. That's a bad decision. We can use that slot, though, getting access through Castile to go smash Morocco, I say. Yeah, we do have 140 years remaining, guys, and there is a lot of the world to go. So really hoping that the absolutism pays off, basically. It'll be interesting to see just how far we can go with absolutism. We still have the golden era. Excuse me. Every time I do this, I try to drink some coffee, so I'm not so tired. And the coffee makes me a little bit coffee, guys. Do you feel me? The coffee making me coffee. Well, look how many dynasties are shared. Bade Wide. It's a weird dynasty name. A lot of members of the empire have the English dynasty, including Brabant. I really got to watch that Liberty Desire. I much prefer a situation where I have no Liberty Desire, just so that I can see the Liberty Desire tab pop up, instead of having to check it every time, you know? I feel like I have to check it to see if Prussia or something, it's the easiest way. Let's just get an idea of how low Prussia is. He's at 43. Have I, because we're going to overextend big time, have I maxed relations with him? Yes, I have. So that's about all I can do, unfortunately. Apart from develop his land, spend prestige on him. One of our military leaders leaving us. We don't have military leaders. I'd really like to hire more. Jeez. Almost up to 10 inflation. 10 inflation for me is just simply too much. That's the point where I'm much more willing to actually reduce it with admin. But that little event is pretty efficient at reducing for admin. I almost always take the admin from that event. Even though it increases inflation. Even if inflation is bad, then I just spend it to reduce the inflation. Alrighty, nice. We got some troops up here to deal with these separatists. We're still at 100 power projection, which is very cool to see, because without any valid rivals, yeah, if it starts diminishing, then it's going to start diminishing, I suppose. There's not much you can do about it. So a nice full annexation of the East Congo and Hungarian Congo, looking pretty swag. Spending some... Why can't I core you up? Ripples on it. Spending some admin fairly efficiently, which is good. But we can't stop, man. Don't stop. Keep going. We gotta keep going big time. That's what I was worried about. Now Prussia's upset with us. We shouldn't let a month go past, because then he'll cancel his royal marriage. and perhaps ally somebody else, and then he would really propel himself into being extra upset. Pretty sketchy, but I think that our Liberty Desire could be a little bit better if we have more troops, maybe? Technology is a big one, okay. Alright, we should be able to catch up after we begin integrating Russia on technology. I don't actually think troops do anything, unfortunately, come to think of it, because the modifier of the combined forces of vassals is actually not existing with members of the empire. I think this trade company is strong enough anyway, but let's just overkill it a bit there. Yeah, West African Charter. Yeah, so it's a shame that we weren't able to PU Portugal. I think the smart decision with Portugal is going to be declaring on Castile once we get the Imperialism CB. And then just separate piece Portugal by annulling his treaties. So annul Portugal's treaties with France, go back in against France, ravage him, and then do one big war on Portugal to take like his overseas colonies like this on the mainland, and then do another big war to fully annex him. That's going to be my plan, and whatever he has in the New World, hopefully we will inherit. It's good. And hopefully nothing major goes wrong with that plan, because it's going to be tight. It's going to be close, whether we can achieve this or not. I just destroyed a church. Wow. Well played, monk. Well played. Let's keep the fort in the hills, actually, I guess. Let's destroy this, though. We don't need that. Why not? Why not have one fort there? We don't need this any longer. There's no threat here. Yeah, just killed a church there. But it's just a territory, it's not a state anyways. Makes me feel better about being a complete noob. Now, I'm wondering how much overextension would it give us to annex Morocco. He's got 5 provinces, mostly low, 17 here. I wonder if it would be under 26.5. Of course, that's right. I wanted to go in against the Ottomans, but he's allied to Ming. Now, I looked in the ledger, guys. If we go to military, Ming has 300,000 troops. 300,000, so that's no joke. He's also not behind us in military in any way. He essentially has offensive. He's got quantity as well, but it doesn't do anything to his armies. Whereas we have aristocratic, so he's got more discipline. He also has discipline from ideas. In other words, he's pretty much objectively more powerful than us. But what I was thinking is we could probably ravage the Ottomans with help from the Empire, while utilizing the Holy War, the Deus Vult CB. And we could probably, even though we're at war with Ming would just kind of walk around and try to be really, really quick, try to take his capital quickly, and do a small war against the Ottomans, taking a small amount of land, but also annulling his treaties with Ming. Then our truce would not be so long. That's kind of what I had in mind. Why don't we build up another army? Ah, boy. It has to be well played, though, man. It really has to be well played. Because it could go wrong. If Ming just sends legions over here and steals our war score, that's where the issue comes in. Alrighty, I did that to give us CB against Norway. but it seems a bit of a waste of time now. So where should we be putting our colonies? There's nowhere we really have range. New Hungary is giving us a merchant. I guess I'm not that bothered. I do want to actually one tag the world though, which includes colonies. So I actually think I'm just going to colonize some of this territory, guys. I'm just trying to think, is there anything smart I can really do? I think nations are already out. That's going to give us CB against him, who hopefully, yes, he's not a subject of Ming. Cool. That's going to give us good opportunities here in Asia when we integrate Russia in a moment. And then we can kind of see what's going on out here in the east a bit more. But no, there's nowhere really to colonize. We did our little dash, I think, with... Hey, that's a decent place to colonize. Give us access into East Africa. I like that. Damn it. He doesn't own that, though. Still. I'll colonize that. Give us access into East Africa through a different route. Yeah, because we don't actually have... Ah, there's a guy there. We don't have, like, the Holy War CB against Kilwa unless we border him, but there's no way to border him at the moment. But if we can get access here and just plow our way through, that gives us another route, which is not the Ottomans. So I think that's a fairly strategic location to colonize. Catalonian noble rebels, eh? That's fine. Not too worried about them. Yeah, so I guess we could declare this war and just kind of hope that spend 50, just spending so much military points. If we boost absolutism like that, it does affect our admin efficiency a small amount. We're almost up to 30%, and that also brings along Russia big time, by the looks of things. What am I saying? I'm trying to make sure, I'm hoping that if we annex Morocco, we'll be under the 100% overextension. And I think that's a smart way to do it. It also brings along Russia, so let's do it now while we can. Yep. I think Russia's just about to be integrated. Cool. There we go, it's at 94%. Great. And we just spent like all of our military points, so I hope that didn't kind of go to waste here. It will not be worth it, really. Well, of course it's worth it, but I'm hoping that we don't have to wait to peace out Morocco. That's all I'm trying to say. Of course it's worth it. We're getting near our absolutism cap, though, which means I'm going to have to do at least something, like change my government to get 5. I thought there was a later government that gave you 10. Is that just my imagination, guys? We might have to go despotic monarchy, though. Damn it, by the time I read your comments on that, it might be too late, because we're getting really near the cap. And this age lasts 50 years. I think I might just do that when I get to the cap of my absolutism. No, that was off. The garrison of this fort was off. Go siege it. Quickly. I say. I didn't realize they had a fort there. It's fort level 4 as well. If I had gotten there sooner, we could have taken it instantly, which would have been really nice. Oh, Portugal's got the disaster court and country. He's going for that absolutism. Where's that province? Okay. Can get some settlers from doing that. I guess so. Why not? We don't need the Diplo rep from overextension reduction. Let's get a little bonus to our settlers there when our other colonist finishes. We are going pretty hard for Africa, so it will look cool to take that. Wow, guys. 99% with Russia. It's been a long time coming, man. We're about to integrate his face. His face is about to get integratified. And I think we probably won't be spending any more military on harsh treatment. We can get some absolutism by decreasing autonomy in the provinces I'm going to state up here. But at the moment, during the age of absolutism, we get 1 yearly. We get 1.1 yearly from having a aristocratic. So let's start actually spending our military on things we need it for, like generals, but also I think I'm going to take a military idea next. And Russia's integrated! Woohoo! Which gives us a lot of other options, including Holy War CB against this guy who is our tributary state. Which we're going to cancel so that we can murder him. Genoa is our vassal because he's part of the empire. Yep, just making sure. And we now have CB against Persia, so that's a good place to spend a chunk of stuff. Alrighty, we just inherited Russian troops, I suppose. Damn it, I shouldn't have built that template. I should have known. I should have known. That was so noob. Cool, we get a merchant. For the East India Trading Company, which Russia had. Sweet. That's good, because it makes me feel a little bit better that I just spent a lot of money in manpower that we didn't need. Where we're going to put the merchant, though, I'm not 100%. What I should do is, in between episodes, I should make sure that we're doing well with our merchant situation. I'll just put him in Aleppo for now, which I intend to bring into Venice. Yeah, what I do know, guys, is when we hit the Empire button, this, and pass everything, form the Empire, we're going to have supreme dominance over Genoa. France will be our biggest competitor, but that's why I'm really liking this, is because I'll feed this to Catalonia, which will give us even more control over Genoa when I press that button. So that's going to be a huge boon to our economy. Speaking of our economy, we're way over our force limit now. So look, where are those Russian troops that we inherited? We've got one stack here. One stack here that we just made. That's good. So here are the Russian troops, okay. And this, oh, of course. Yeah, we got to convert it all to Orthodox. Uh-oh. Religious unity is not so good. Uh-oh. Jeez. Now, we'd be fine if our overextension wasn't high, which it is. I'm thinking this National Unrest Advisor looks pretty good right now, because it just pulls these under, like, the whole of Russia. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. Oh, wow. Look, guys. Hungary. This guy is so dumb like that sometimes. Alrighty. Now... Oh, so what are these? The grey troops. Isn't that something to do with Third Rome? Oh no. I don't know what that is. I know something, but... I know it's something. What is it? Shoot, I have to look it up. Uh-oh. Liberty's Eiffel losing our Diplo rep, eh? Okay. Man... Cuba? Uh-oh. Turns out that holding the papacy is quite painful. Okay, Prussia's a problem. Jeez. Could tick up our Diplo. I think that will help it. There's no real reason not to do that. Okay. Cuba, Prussia. I should be, though, like, Norway's good. Norway's good. I should be maxing relations with anybody like Savoy, who is close. Okay, Cuba, what's the deal? Can I develop one of your provinces, my man? Okay, let's throw a diplomat into his face. Okay, we got to do some stating. If we open the ledger, I can look at... Oh, geez. How do I get there? There it is. Look at what some good states in terms of territories. Moscow, we just did that. Good. Novgorod's pretty good. Aristakhan. Okay. Alright, we can sort that out a bit. And delete forts. We don't need pretty much any of these forts. Now this is the tedium, guys, of you think this is bad. This is going to be our life when we form the empire. Can keep one in Aristakhan. I will consider, like, the fact that we're going to be at war with Persia, etc. But all of these. Also, I guess until the moment of truth against Scandinavia, I might as well keep the one in Novgorod. Which I'll delete down the line. And he doesn't have anything all the way out there. Okay. Alright, I'm not wanting to delete these units just yet. I'm going to end the episode here soon, and I'll just refresh my memory on exactly what these are. The Russian unique, what does that mean? The greyness there. It's a Third Rome thing. And I'll take that into consideration when I'm deleting. Maybe I should delete my own and keep those around, because we can't do them anymore. That's just a mind blank. Third Rome is relatively new to me, and it's something that the Russians can do. I'll know what it is next episode, guys, because I'll check in between episodes. I know a lot of you are probably going to comment what they are, and I appreciate that. But yeah, it's not exactly that much help to me, because I'll find it out. I guess Prussia, I really don't want to spend any more like military, but I should. It's smarter to do it than prestige. So let's find a place that's cheap. That's 44. 42 is very cheap. 36. Okay. I need a more expensive Diplo rep to give us more Diplo per turn if possible. Now, this is with overextension, remember, guys, but we are going to be overextended so frequently, so often, that we have to try and maintain happiness with overextension. And I suppose that also goes for the annex subjects as well. We do plan to be doing a lot of annexing subjects, so yes. It's the papacy is hurting us big time. Nice. That 20 prestige is really good. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. So probably after next episode, we're going to find out whether we can whether we can PU Scandinavia. He's only allied to Scotland, so it will be an extremely easy war. It will just be completely automatic with the Empire fighting it for us. But I think next episode, guys, we're going to go in against the Ottoman Empire. So my plan is to pull everything. Let's just do that, even if I don't delete these guys, just make sure they're on the way back. Going to go in against the Ottoman Empire. And just going to, now that we control Russia's troops, it's very good because we can kind of, even if he walks up here, just funnel in and crush the Ottomans as quickly as possible to ruin his enthusiasm, holding his capital, etc. Get some war score, and then maybe we'll take some land, but more importantly, we'll annul his treaties with Ming and be able to go in against him in the future. Then we'll probably go straight in and spend a big chunk of war score in Persia. But yeah, we've got plenty of opportunities now in Asia, including these guys out in East Asia, the ones that are not tributaries of Ming at least. But I'm going to call it here, guys. No, what I should do before we end the episode is check how much overextension does this give us. 28. No! Hang on. 28.8 is okay. Is it? I think 28.8 is okay. Yes. Great. Cool, guys. So next episode, we're just going to be finishing off Morocco, piecing him out. And, yeah. I'm going to be checking what these Muscovite troops do. Thanks for watching, guys. The Hungary expands, hoping to PU Scandinavia and just ruffle stomp everybody, taking big, non-stop, basically. We want to take big chunks of land non-stop for the next 139 years. And one faith, the world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.